listener, and welcome to Check Out This Guy, where we talk about not just guys, but what if guys were with other guys? And maybe kissed other guys.
Like gay? Like in gay?
I think it might be a little bit gay.
No, that's your other podcast.
But it's also this one, at least for this episode. Like, there might be some, queer baiting, we rate queer bait situations involved because...
Oh boy, there may be.
We're gonna talk about shipping, but we're gonna do something a little special here. We're gonna randomly... Well, I should probably introduce myself first, but then I'll go into that. Sorry, I forgot how to run this. My name is Morg. My pronouns are he, they, and I was forced to intro this as the token allosexual.
I'm Emory. My pronouns are they, she, he. I'm one of the majority asexuals. What's up?
Hey, I'm Izzy. Also they, she, he. The other ace person. Although I have been on dates.
That happens. Listen.
Yeah.
Sometimes you date.
I regularly go on dates, actually.
Sometimes you're arrow ace and you date. It just happens.
Yep.
Could be.
It's pretty damn cool, actually.
But we're gonna talk about dates because what we're gonna do is we all three of us have 5 characters, and we're gonna roll a die. A D15, I guess, I think is what we decided on.
Yep.
And we're gonna pair those two that we get together.
Also, no one knows what the other hosts have brought to the table. We're going in blind. These are blind dates. We don't know who's on those damn lists.
And so this will be quite interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be something.
It sure is.
We're just gonna dive into the chaos.
All right. So Emory is 1 through 5. I'm 6 through 10, and Morg is 11 through 15. Our first pairing is 10 and 14.
Ooh.
Or actually, it rolled 14-10. So who's 14?
My character from my Polyship road trip, Tenacity, the tiefling who is, I kept describing as being similar to if Seto was a tiefling, but it's more like if Chaz or Manjomi is a tiefling from Yu-Gi-Oh. He's kind of an asshole, but they're kind of just, they learn a lesson type deal, but I pictured them in my head as the kind of asshole with too much money situation version of them. So,
oh boy,
because I was I don't know who to put down, so I thought I'd put some funny ones at the end.
Oh yeah, I put some funny ones on mine too, including number 10, which is Rebel.
I see. Should I go through my list?
I thought this was going to be kind of a
Up.
surprise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's just these are the first 2 numbers that came up, so... So, Rebel, which is Dory's Eidolon. Not Dory, but Dory's Eidolon.
Yes, for this purpose, pretend they're separate.
They do have very interesting and distinct personalities, so...
This is an AU.
Oh yeah, it's definitely an AU.
Yeah, Rebel, who may be the hottest character I have.
That's awesome. I thought maybe your kitty cat. I thought I always forget the character's name was the one you considered the hottest.
Are you talking about Shiva?
Yeah.
No, that's just the one that's okay to do smut of.
Okay. So Rebel.
You're not a character, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why it's okay.
So Rebel is kind of a bad boy type situation. a little bit, right? Because I picture them in their like little leather coat.
Yeah, he has a leather jacket with his name on the back, and a little symbol on it, and he wears nothing else.
We love pants optional characters, don't we, folks?
Yep.
Yeah, so Tenacity, God, this I don't know how they would even end up on a date because Rebel is rebelling against, the man, and Tenacity is kind of the man. But at the same time, that's enemies to lovers, baby.
Oh,
like
no.
you gotta love that,
I'm sure this is a blind date. Emory, do you have any thoughts about this?
I guess I don't know as much about the characters. Here's a question. Can Tenacity see Rebel?
Oh my god. I was thinking because it's an AU, yes, but I'm not.
Yeah, this is an AU where Rebel is their own being.
I kind of like the idea, though, that for some reason Tenacity can also just, if they were magically put in, could see them, because
I think Rebel would be a shade in this instance.
Yeah. But it's just because I do have a character that kind of has an Eidolon in that Polyship Road Trip, because like the one I kept describing is Venom. Like it kind of kind of has an Eidolon. That's kind of the situation there, but
this is gonna be a disaster.
Oh, 100%. Because I think Tenacity would want to go to like a fancy restaurant and like would be like, well, I don't know how much, They're like, I'm going on a date. I don't know if I even want to go on a date, but if I'm doing it anyway, obviously I have more money, so I get to set the place and whatever, pay for it because it'll make me look better.
Rebel's gonna bristle against that.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
For sure. Unfortunately, I am just like, because I went through a small shipping phase as a child where I shipped Seto Kaiba and Joey Wheeler. I am picturing that as kind of a similar dynamic, and I'm like, why? I hate myself.
I want to remind you.
And I know you don't know Yu-Gi-Oh, so it doesn't mean a lot. I hope it means.
I only know Yugi and Seto Kaiba and no one else.
I hope it means something to our listeners that I'm saying this. That's mostly why I'm saying it. I'm saying it for our listeners that are just like, first of all, they can judge me for whatever like childhood shipping I was into. Second,
this is for our cultured listeners who watch Yu-Gi-Oh and know about the ships.
Exactly. And all their stupid fucking names like puppy shipping or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, like, if this is a situation where I should be screaming my head off and I'm not, that's why.
No, yeah. You don't gotta. I don't think it's that big. Just, Joey, at least, because I did call him Joey and not, his Japanese name.
Shinoichi.
Yeah, I just blanked really bad, even though I watched it in Japanese. But I did call him Joey, so I am picturing him with a Brooklyn accent. And I do like the idea of Rebel with a Brooklyn accent. Just putting it out there.
That's good.
It's just a good vibe to me.
Oh no, I actually dislike that. He can't have a New York accent.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Yeah,
why wouldn't he have a New York accent? He's a rat.
Yeah,
but the rats.
That puts him
Rats are famously from New York.
All rats are from New York.
That's right.
All the rats that were supposed to be in Alberta were put into New York, obviously. And that's why Alberta has no rats and New York has all the rats.
No, there is a problem for this distinctly for me, because they're my characters, that makes them entirely too similar in my mind to Little Guy.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Now I'm curious about if Little Guy's on your list. Anyway, we'll find out, maybe. So, yeah, I imagined Rebel just like hating whatever place Tenacity is like.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try to pick this place, and since
Yeah.
I'm the one with money, you have to listen to me. Like they don't say that
Mhm.
outright because they have better. I don't know if they have better social skills, but they're good at talking to social climbers, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't say that outright, but they would be implying it heavily.
Yeah, well, obviously Rebel isn't gonna meet the dress code
No,
of this
no.
establishment. And I'm pretty sure the evening ends with Rebel flipping the table.
I was also picturing a table flip, so I'm glad we're on the same page here. I wasn't sure who, but I think Rebel makes more sense.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
I'm hoping they at least get some food before they're kicked out of the restaurant, you know? I could see like a situation where like after being kicked out of the restaurant and like Tenacity eventually goes through some character arc, like maybe they try to like meet up with Rebel again later and just Rebel's like, no, absolutely
No.
not. I don't care if you've grown as a person. I have moved on. Fuck
Mhm.
you.
Rebel ate their breadsticks, flipped the table, and they were done.
Excellent. Excellent.
Also, this is a very bad ship, I think.
I think it's bad. I think it's not good.
Shall we go to the next one?
Yes.
Yeah, let's roll it. Ooh, a 4 and an 18.
4 and 14.
I was about to say 18.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell? Well,
there is no 18.
We already.
That's true. I looked at the sum. I didn't look at the numbers. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
We just did 4.
Oh, shit. Shall we re-roll that one?
Why?
It's Tenacity. I mean, it's up to you, Emory.
Does Tenacity want to go on a date with Professor Vortex?
Well, we're doing this now, I think.
I didn't think about the fact, like, I was like, oh, if we get double numbers, that's one thing, but I didn't think about the fact that we might get, you know.
Neither did I.
Tenacity harem anime. Why not?
So it's up to you, Morg. Am I re-rolling or not?
Well, I think we kind of gotta. I want to think about like where would I want Vortex for sure in this. Whoever Vortex is shipped with. So I guess it's up to like whether if Emory wants to take a chance on a roll or if they have ideas for Tenacity Vortex shenanigans.
I don't have any ideas off the bat. Where I guess the first thing we would need to decide is where are these freaks going?
Well, Tenacity's never allowed in that fucking restaurant again that they were kicked out of with Rebel.
Yeah.
Is there like
suggestion?
Yeah.
This is the same night.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I don't know how bad and horrible Tenacity is, but
this version of them is not a good person.
They've just been they've like really been they've really been swiping right in like an irresponsible way.
It's the same night, but for some reason I was picturing, and I think it's just because even though Vortex isn't even from ESO technically, I was picturing like, what if it was a restaurant on ESO that they went to for some reason? And it was just like, I don't know if it would be the one that's in Beachton or something, like, or if it would be I guess it's Margaritaville, isn't it? Fuck. I forgot for a second where Ronnie worked.
If they're in Margaritaville, then maybe the date we're thinking of, the next date we're going into is like a bonfire on the beach.
Yeah, there is a fancy restaurant in the Southern Spire.
Oh, is there?
Yes.
Okay.
It showed up in one of my stories. And that's the chef.
Wait. Oh no. Just bringing all the characters in. I think Tenacity would try to go to the fancier restaurant, but I could see Vortex being like, I don't know. You tell me, Emory. Which one would Vortex try to drag them to the beach? Would they go along with it, or would she go along with it?
Let's see. I mean, I feel like if like Vortex had a choice of restaurants, they would probably find like some weird pop-up shop.
Okay.
But we could do bonfire on the beach. That was just like my first instinct.
Mm-hmm.
Since I guess there's just beach available in our scenario.
Nancy would complain because the sand would get in their nice shoes, obviously.
Naturally. Vortex, I think, would start getting annoyed, being like, okay, are you gonna complain about it, or are you gonna take them off?
I think
there's an obvious solution.
I think they would complain about it until they got like wet or something. Like, I don't know if they just get like splashed or something. They get too close to the water and they're like, fuck, fine, whatever, and just like takes them off. And it's just annoyed about it. But then they're like, obviously they wouldn't admit to it, but like, it is nice to be barefoot sometimes on a sandy beach. I guess they're a little bit cindery sometimes. Not intentionally.
I don't even know how to define Vortex's romantic archetype.
Yeah, especially when
just a freak.
You're like planning for her to have a lot of girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit like, I don't think Tenacity would fit into that plan, just based on like what little I do know, just because it's I don't know.
Okay, so I'm guessing this is probably like a post-campaign Vortex, where like she's worked on her personality like a little bit, but not all the way, because that wouldn't be as funny.
God.
I think she's definitely like talking about how she wants to start a war on the Corpse Queen and take over hell. Become the ruler of it. What does Tenacity think of this? She's just like, yeah, that's what I'm up to. So what about you? What do you have going on?
Tenacity does not fucking know what to say, because like I was saying, this was kind of like an earlier Tenacity, so they haven't really gone on an adventure yet. So I don't even think they would like know about like.
I'm thinking I'm gonna make it more like Yu Yu Hakusho.
I don't watch anime. They like question, like they kind of like do a like, that's anime, right?
Yeah, I think in like the fucking Otome game HUD, like there's like 3 hearts to let you know how the date's going, and one of them just gets fucking blown up.
Of course.
Explosion.gif.
Yeah.
This dude doesn't like anime? What the fuck? And it's
exactly.
Tenacity is more just like, I haven't seen it, but also I don't know if they would like it. Like, I think they would be like, who cares? They'd be like, okay, this is kind of unrealistic. And then it's just like, bro, you're a tiefling. Shut up. What is unrealistic? You're from space. Shut the fuck up. Bro. You're literally from space. But I think, I think it would just be kind of awkward. Like, I don't think it would necessarily be like the worst date either of them had. Just kind of like a weird, like, I don't know if
not really
anything.
Not really any sparks, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I guess the stereotypical thing would be, do they last all the way to the fireworks going off?
Ooh.
I think maybe if it was just going this way the whole time, no. But like if something like set them off,
I think if it were going that bad, I think Vortex would start looking around to see if she can set the fireworks off herself.
Oh no!
Like, is anyone gonna do this? Can I? That's not against the rules, right? I don't see anything saying I couldn't.
Date's over then, I guess.
Date's over.
I actually,
All right.
a part of me is just kind of like, what if something deep down inside Tenacity would just be like, what if I helped her blow these up, actually? And just like the most fun they have is like almost killing themselves with fireworks.
Yeah.
I think that would be really funny, actually.
I think if that's how it went, then I think Vortex would be shooting for date 2.
Wow.
Oh my god. Wow.
Vortex likes chaos, what can I say?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, do we want to roll again? Oh, there it is.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Who is 5?
Who is 5? What a good question.
Because I know who 8 is.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, why don't you say yours first?
Hyperpop and Harmony.
Oh no.
Well, they have the pleasure and privilege of going on a date with Vile the Sexy Bat.
Let's go.
Oh, that would work.
That remains to be seen.
For real.
Or that could work.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so where are these two idiots going? What if they went bowling?
I was gonna say, are they gaming?
Oh.
But I guess bowling is a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like there's like a place at the mall that has like an arcade and bowling. Maybe I'm thinking about just like one of those.
Is this night bowling with the UV lights and everything?
Ooh.
I can only assume so.
Hell yes. Hyperpop would be chuffed.
Great.
I love that.
Are they like chit-chatting, or do they just like... I think Vile is maybe a little too competitive and focused in to make small talk. She is like meticulously weighing the balls to
oh my god.
pick one out.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm pretty sure Hyperpop was convinced to do this. So he's gonna be kind of happy that he's not having to talk very much.
He does seem quite I don't know if shy's the right word, but not always the most chatty.
Yeah, no, shy would be correct. I mean, for
right, first frame. You're going down, Goopy.
I forgot she sounded like Shadow.
So did I.
I forgot.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
I think Hyperpop is gonna have fun, like making patterns, on his skin with the UV lights.
Oh, cool.
I think, for some reason, I just imagine that Vile is like wearing like those little glow stick bracelets.
Mm-hmm.
They're dressed for a rave for some reason. You know what? Maybe that is their their date attire.
Mm-hmm.
What do I know?
Let's go.
I think Hyperpop is going to have some of those pants with the big long straps that hang down.
Trip pants? Uh-huh.
Like red ones and like some sort of like fluorescent color like knit shirt. But like not a sweater, like the loose knit. Like not quite fishnets.
Oh.
Like not quite fishnet like shirt.
It seems that we're both appropriately attired to go to a rave. After we crush this frame, I know a place, I know a warehouse.
Let's fucking go.
Oh yes.
Yo.
So Vile wins at bowling, that's obvious.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hyperpop has never gone bowling. He does poorly.
Rip.
2 spares in the entire frame. I must admit I'm disappointed. They fucking bowl another strike.
Do they only bowl strikes? Or does she only bowl strikes? Or is she like occasionally gets a spare?
I'm quite rusty. I was going for a 300.
God damn it.
250 is acceptable.
I hate her.
She's so great.
I love her. I mean this, I hate her, like, in the best way possible.
Yeah. So then they go to a rave.
Yeah, then they go to a rave.
Fucking go.
Vile fucking loves disgusting rave music.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like hyperpop would like hyperpop, you know?
Yeah.
Vile...
Hyperpop likes music.
Vile is very much into hyperpop as a genre.
Mm-hmm.
So, like...
Hell yeah.
Tell me, how do you feel about Laura Les's latest EP?
You know I don't know how to respond to that.
Actually, no, let's go back to the first EP. What are your opinions on Hello Kitty skates to the fucking cemetery?
I don't know this one, but just the names are perfect.
Yeah, I tried to listen to it and it didn't come up, actually. But yeah, the at some point during the evening, Hyperpop does get an energy drink, and that's bad.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what the fuck happens to Hyperpop when they drink a fucking Four Loko?
No.
He gets way... He has just way too much energy then. He is vibrating, and it's not just because of the big subwoofers.
Gotcha. Just kind of like wobbling.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
I see.
See, you're doing a voice I can't do hyperpop in hyper mode.
You're like too smiley to do hyperpop.
So yeah, just he will be talking extremely fast, and he's gonna have no idea any of the things Vile is saying about the rave music.
Something food house.
I do like food house. I did have this picture of like the two, like Vile just has like some headphones and like lets Hyperpop listen along with her, and I'm like, that's cute.
Aww.
And Hyperpop's just like, I love this. I don't know music, but I love all music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hyperpop, you're looking a little shaky over there. Are you feeling unwell? Do you need another energy drink to revive you?
Oh, and he would take it.
Good influence.
Good.
Yeah, he would take it. God. He gets hyper. Two of them might actually make him pop.
Oh boy. Does he make it to a bathroom, or does he just yarts all over the dance floor?
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that.
Okay.
I did mean it like him getting bubbly, literally.
Okay.
Turns into bubble.
Anyway, I think this was a much more successful date than the first two.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah, I think this one went okay. How does Hyperpop feel about the genre of music that is their namesake?
They like music in general. They like all the music.
Okay, fair enough.
Hyperpop
is just kind of a mishmash of like 50 different genres, so you know what, that makes sense.
With
That's
one
so
exception.
What exception?
I don't know if it's the right name for it, but Stadium Country.
Oh yeah,
okay,
sure.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
The country that is just like half a degree away from pop.
Yes.
Yeah, the country that has a lot of fairly masked racism and shit in it.
Yeah.
He doesn't like that.
Same, bro.
I think once once they leave the rave, fucking Vile is gonna force them to go into just like a fucking 24-hour shop and pick up a couple of air horns just to fuck around with.
Oh, they're both gonna be menaces.
Absolutely.
Menace to society.
Oh, yeah. I think at this point the date will end with their arrest.
Oh, I love that. Well, Vile doesn't get arrested. They just fucking Naruto run out of there.
Well, Hyperpop spends the night in jail.
Hyperpop, who could leave probably because they can just morph.
Yeah.
Well, it stays there because they're a little good boy, you know?
Yeah.
He's a little good boy.
Harperella has to break him out in the morning. Well, bail him out in the morning.
All right, I feel like that went well.
Yeah.
Let's roll our next pair.
I did already. Who is 12?
Frankie, my Eidolon Electric 6 character, who has a changing Eidolon named King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
6 is the first one on my list, so of course it's Sinuvar.
Frankie's just like a little. They're just like a young goth, like, they work as like a line cook at a restaurant, and they got like thrown into like the Eidolon situation. You know, they're just they would be just a regular goth, but they're like, oh, my whole life is a lie situation. You know how it is.
Okay, so how long does it take for cooking to get mentioned during this day?
Frankie probably will bring it up. I feel like it's a pretty common, topic to be like, what do you do for a living? Like, even if Frankie's the one that brings it up, like maybe they'd ask Xenu, and but then like Frankie would be like, oh yeah, I'm a line cook for the tables and chairs,
Mm-hmm. And Xenu would be like, oh, good, we have something in common. She loves cooking.
Right, yeah. I've gotten a lot better at it over the years. I think they would maybe bring up this situation that happened in game where a version of themselves learned how to cook like Pokemon-shaped food. It wasn't even my choice. It was because Symbolic, who's been on this podcast, is the DM, and it was just like, oh, Morg, let's make your character make Pokemon food because it's funny. And I'm like, you're so right. So yeah, like this alternate universe version. So I think like maybe Frankie has like learned how to do fun shapes with their food, not just like, because they're kind of like a little nerdy goth, I guess, because they're very just
Meanwhile, Xenu doesn't even realize this is a date.
I love that. I think Frankie's been on dates with people who don't realize it's a date before, because they have like a pretty like they've been on like quite a few like dates. They've only had they haven't really had a lot of long-term relationships anyway. So I think at a certain point they will like realize Xenu maybe doesn't realize, and will like ask if like you'd be like, oh, did you know this? This is like a date. Did you know? I mean, it's cool if it's not to you. I just wanted to be, they're pretty like open about that stuff because
Just be like, no, this is not a date. Can we go back to talking about recipes?
Okay. And they would just roll with it. Like, I think they've like they don't at the moment, but I think they've had like, like queer platonic relationships and stuff before. They're like pretty, like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I think someone maybe set them up, and they didn't tell, they weren't like, oh, Oh, okay. So she doesn't know.
Like, at some point in the timeline, this could just be, she's convinced that she needs to go meet people.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And she doesn't
and
she doesn't realize that it's a dating app.
Oh wait, that's awesome. Actually.
She just was like, this person is a line cook. Yeah, let me go talk to them.
Yeah. I wonder if Xenu, I mean, I know it's like kind of AU stuff, but I'm also like, would Xeno be able to see their Eidolon? And I think probably just based on like how magic works on ESO, probably. But I don't know for sure. They might just be a regular person. They might be just a regular dude to Xenu.
Mm-hmm. Could be. I mean, she would have a sense of power level and motives.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, especially if it's like post-campaign.
Oh, yeah. Like I'm thinking this is like, post-campaign.
Okay.
That's where I'm drawing this scene from.
Okay. It's probably like mid-our campaign for Frankie, so they're very like, oh yeah, robots just exist, I guess, now. As long as they don't have like, as long as the date doesn't take place at their actual job, I think they'd be fine. Because a lot has happened at their job wherein like people just come in and attack them at their job sometimes. So it's not even like, oh, don't shit where you eat. It's also like, it's a bad place to take dates. Even though like the restaurant itself is fine.
Yeah. So mission failed successfully.
Yeah. Honestly,
right.
Even if it's not a date, I think this is one of the more successful ones.
Shall I roll again?
Sure.
Let's go.
14 and 15.
Ooh.
Wait, that's
this is our third 14. I'm gonna roll again.
Okay. If you get 14 again, that would be very funny, though.
14 and 12. So let's just say 12 and 15.
Okay, I was gonna. Either way, it's two of my characters.
Yes, I mean, otherwise, this is just gonna be the Tenacity episode, which I guess would be
I
funny.
told you, Tenacity harem anime.
They're like the worst person to be in the middle of a harem. I guess that's how a lot of harem animes are. Now that I'm saying it out loud, a lot of times it's just like really. They're actually more interesting than like the boring guy that's in the middle of a harem anime. But yeah, 12 is Frankie again.
Oh.
And yeah. So either way, it's a repeat. And 15 is Rhythm.
Okay, so who's Rhythm going on a date with?
I guess Rhythm's going on a date with.
I mean, if you want me to, I can roll again.
I don't care if you guys just want to listen to me talk about like
that's
fantasy
fine.
shit.
That's
involving
fine.
my characters.
Yeah,
I think they would get along actually swimmingly with Frankie because Frankie has kind of like they were pretty normal on like the Xenu date, but like they do have a bit of a rebellious streak. So I think if they could be just like two like punk kids going on a date together. I could see that being like a thing, and because Rhythm, I guess I've talked about them before, but just for like the listener, Rhythm is one of my ogres, but not Treble, but is like the goofy one kind of in the band that Treble was in, who is in like a relationship canonically with Blues. I don't know exactly if they're just like, this is an AU, so it doesn't matter, or it's like an open relationship. I never decided on that, but it doesn't matter. They're on a date with Frankie, and they would,
Oh, which animal is Rhythm?
A raccoon.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
I was thinking Blues was the bear, and I was like, wait, I'm doubting myself.
Yeah, Blues is a bear, Rhythm is a raccoon. I didn't mean to be alliterative, but I love it that I did. Rhythm's like patron is a
Mm-hmm.
So it, for a second I'm like, wait, they're not a possum. Why do I keep thinking that? But it's because their patron's a possum. But they and they both love music. So I think they would maybe they'd probably just honestly go to like a local band that's playing at a bar and like have a great time. Like a pretty normal, like kind of cheap date.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be, I think Frankie would be like very interested in the fact that they are much larger than they are, because I think Frankie isn't tall, but they're not used to someone being ogre sized. And they're like, oh, big. But they try to be like cool about it, and they're like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I think rhythm would be a lot energy wise for them. I think if it was just like, 1 or 2 dates, it'd be fine. I just don't know if they would have like a full blown relationship that would be healthy,
Yeah.
But
I mean, this still sounds like the dates are improving, though.
Oh, yeah. Whereas, like, if Rhythm was on a date with Tenacity, I feel like somehow Tenacity would, like, end up with a wedgie or something. Which is deserved.
Excellent.
And probably get stuff stolen from them.
Yeah.
Rhythm's kind of the type to steal from the rich,
Nice.
I'm dating you for your money.
Roll some more?
Yeah, go for it.
Let's do it. A 5 and a 10. Hey, that's Vile again.
And that's Rebel again. So...
A lot of repeats.
I wouldn't mind re-rolling that. Let's get some different guys in here.
Fuck you!
Yeah.
That's another motherfucking 14.
Why is Tenacity so popular right now with the fucking dice?
12 and 15 are both repeats too, aren't they?
Yeah, Rhythm and...
God damn it, I think our system is falling apart.
Rhythm's 15, Frankie is 12.
Okay, I'm gonna roll... So we've got an 11, I'm gonna roll again until we have a new one.
Okay. You said 11, that's a new one.
6, that's Xenu again.
4. Have we done 4?
4. I think I haven't done 4. Force Vortex again.
Okay. Who's 11?
I mean, 11's trouble, so...
Oh.
That's quite funny.
Yeah, and 1. Who's 1?
Oh, 1. Okay, let's do a proper introduction of this date.
Is that 11 and 1 are we going?
11 and 1.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, Morg, who are you bringing to the table?
11's trouble.
Oh, and, great. So glad to hear that, because, Trouble is going on a date with an extremely reluctant M. the Bun.
Oh, a bunny date.
Yes.
Bunny date.
Banui. ×2.
Okay, so let's pick a fucking location. Just like a coffee shop popped into my head, but
That'd
I don't know if you had a better idea.
I don't have a better one, and I think that would be... I think Trouble would probably sense the fact that M's a bit reluctant, right? So I think they would want to pick something a little bit lower stakes, like a coffee shop in the middle of the day.
Gotcha.
Instead of like... that sounds right to me. And they're like, I mean, they're torn between being like, you can leave, and being like, let's have fun here.
Yeah. I don't know why M is going on dates, aside from the fact that I dragged her kicking and screaming onto this list, but
What,
Let's figure out what happens.
Someone thought it would be funny.
Someone named Emory.
What's Trouble's order at the cafe? Do they get like a fancy drink or something basic?
That's a good question. I think in general they get something like a bit more on the basic side, just because I think too much like, like too much like actual like milk would be like doesn't sit right with them. So maybe, maybe if they go fancy, it's something just like a latte instead of a regular coffee. And it's like oat milk instead of like some milk or cream or whatever, like, so they might like treat themselves a little bit. They're like, I'm on a date. I'm gonna get this.
Oh, Emma's definitely going for a black coffee. She wants it to taste like death.
Mm-hmm. And I think actually a lot of times I made a playlist for Trouble, and one of the songs, like, I kept picturing them walking out onto like their like a porch with like a black coffee, so I could see them doing that too.
Okay.
Yeah, but like maybe they get like a black coffee but like also get like a pastry,
Okay. Yeah. Doesn't get a pastry, but then when she sees Trouble order one, she's like, dang it, maybe I should have.
Trouble could get her one.
No, you don't have to. That's fine. I made my decision.
Trouble's like still trying to get a read on like, would this be appreciated or not? Like if I did it anyway.
Emma's definitely just like weird energy, no eye contact, mumbling a little bit. How does Trouble respond?
How does Trouble respond? I don't know, because I think like at a certain point, they might like try a couple of like small talk things, and then if like M kind of just keeps mumbling or like not saying a lot or like one word responses is what I'm kind of thinking.
Yeah. I think the conversation definitely like sort of starts and stalls out several times. I think at one point M is just like, so you're like from space, right? Or something? A planet?
Yeah, I'm from a planet pretty far from here called Horus.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I had to go on, I had to save it. It's kind of crazy,
That's wild, I guess.
Like him hasn't done the same.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I was like, would M even talk about that, though? Or would she be like, cool, and just trail off?
Yeah.
Not like, oh, I did that. So, why, what made you want to go on this date? M?
Long ass pause.
I think at a certain point, like, when there's like big pauses like that, because the way I was talking about it, I was like, oh, this is post-campaign Trouble, I guess.
Yes.
So I think at a certain point, Nightcore would come out and just be like, why are you talking more? Like, very bluntly, just like, hello? We're on a date. Hello? And Trouble like trying to like chase Nightcore away and like shut up.
Emma's just like, yeah, who's this?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. This is Nightcore. They're like part of me.
Okay.
They're part of me.
Yeah,
they're like kind of.
I didn't realize you were looking for a third. Okay.
No, not like that. Not like that. Nightcore's like, I don't like that kind of stuff.
God, me neither, dude.
Oh, you're funny.
Thanks.
You need something to cheer you up, buddy. And then they like try to. I think Nightcore is the one that actually gets the the pastry without like, because I think Treble kept like hemming and hawing about it, and then Nightcore's like, I'm just gonna do it. And then they like drop it in front of you, and they're like, ta-da! Yay!
Thanks, little buddy. You didn't have to do that.
I wanted to. I think you needed it. Maybe a little sugar. If I have too much sugar, I get a little crazy myself, though.
Yeah, understandable.
Why are you a bunny, but you're not as big as Trouble? And I think, like, Nightcore just keeps asking these, like, little, like, silly questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think they're, like, playing up being a little bit younger than they actually are, because they're like, oh, maybe I can get M to talk.
Yeah, really just badgering M into having a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At one point, M just kind of, like, does look at Trouble, like, is this still between the two of us? What's going on?
Couldn't you get a babysitter?
I'm like
exactly.
Trouble, like, not sure how to explain that they're like a permanent babysitter, kind of. And like, if someone does use the word babysitter, Nightcore will just be like, how dare you? I'm older than I seem.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like Trouble's age. Shut up.
Oh,
I
boy.
came from them. Fuck you. And at a certain point, they like would take Trouble's coffee and leave with it, because they'd be like, "Ugh, fine, have your stupid date."
Great.
And I think it would just kind of like, at a certain point, would peter out, especially because Trouble no longer has like a drink to like fiddle with.
Yeah. It's just like, just like past a certain point, it's clear that they don't have anything else to talk about, but they didn't like really set a hard out for the date, so I think both of them are just like, fuck, what's the exit strategy?
At a certain point, Trouble does have the exit strategy of, I should go find where Nightcore went. Bye.
And I need to go lie in bed.
Oh, even after all that coffee?
Listen, just lie me as a bitch.
That's so true.
Real.
Mm-hmm.
I think Trouble says that's so true. Like, yes, Morg said that's so true. But, like, Trouble's been there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They get it. They're like, okay. Someone tried to make you go on a date when you're on a pretty deep depression. You know, not realizing that M's always like that.
Always depressed.
They're like, okay, I know how this is. And it's like, well, you don't, but nice try, buddy.
Yeah.
How many names do y'all each have on your list still?
I just have one I haven't done.
Okay. I have two.
And it's the most cursed one, so...
Emory?
I have two that I haven't done.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll a d5.
Okay.
Oh, so it's the two left on my list because I rolled 3 and 4.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, who are they?
Okay. So the first one left on my list was Dory. Dory Doyle.
Okay. Dory and Rebel separate. There exists a world in which they could have rolled each other.
Yes.
True.
The other one is the most cursed one on my list.
Oh boy.
Mainly cursed, because it's Isadora.
You're fucking.
Oh boy,
persona.
your own persona.
Not my persona,
Goddamn.
so it's just me.
Great.
Well, that's why I did not put my persona on my list, because I do not want to date my characters.
No, neither do I.
Izzy, that could have gone so badly for you. What if you rolled with the vortex?
That would have been funny. That would have been funny. The thing is, I mean, all my characters are me, so me going on a date with any of them is just not going to work. They're too similar to me. And they're too similar to me in a way that I'm like, oh, I don't like you.
Well, I have.
Do you want to try? Do you want to roll a different one for Dory then?
Don't roll mine. Let me say, don't roll mine for Dory. I don't like that pairing. That's my no TP.
Okay.
If you get a
All
5,
right.
just re-roll it.
Okay, just roll a d2
Yep,
between my.
I did already.
Okay,
it's a 2.
Sick.
All right, let's go. All right then, Dory and Hellclaw, let's fucking go.
Wait, that's
Oh.
funny.
I've commented on this one before.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
thought about that.
Yeah, I like this one.
All right,
I think
I
think that means the last date is going to be a 3-person date.
Yeah, because
Oh. Okay. Yeah. All right.
yeah. Okay, so we got 2 fucking nerds. Who are gonna be really into physics.
One of them is a lot angrier.
And both with special abilities.
Both the special abilities, both hunger for destruction on some level.
Yes, because Rebel is her eidolon.
All right, so where are they going for the date? I kind of want to say it's just like somewhere where there's nowhere around and they can just like cause some havoc, like maybe like a fucking scrapyard or something. Hellclaw's just like meet me at midnight, like grab some, wear something that like won't get torn up too much by barbed wire.
Okay, great. Go into the scrapyard. Dory is going to insist on going to the diner afterwards.
That sounds like a great date, actually.
Yeah. Like Dory will scrounge stuff. Especially stuff that would be at a scrapyard, so this is working out really well. All
Good. Maybe this is a good pairing.
It is, I told you. Also, it's a non-human, which is good.
Dory's preference.
For Dory, yes. She doesn't.
How does Dory feel?
She doesn't know that's her preference, but it is.
I think Hellclaw definitely. I mean, presumably this is in like a non-Grey Pollen setting. I think Hellclaw doesn't have to, but he's still gonna wear his fucking mask to the date. How does Dory feel about this?
Cool. Badass.
No, Dory would be asking like, okay, what the hell are we doing?
Hellclaw's just like, I don't know, we're gonna figure it out.
So...
Are you telling me you can't find anything to do here? Look at all these fucking busted up old cars.
No, I can. It's just... So no NBC stuff.
Yeah, no what now?
Nuclear, biological, chemical. Your fucking mask, dude!
This is just for pollen. I guess you don't have it here or whatever. I still prefer to wear it outside.
Okay, you do you.
Yeah, and I think at that, Hellclaw is just gonna like fucking find a piece of like fucking like scrap metal and just like fucking throw it at the nearest car window.
Cool.
Hellclaw's not normal.
No, they're not.
Hellclaw's so normal. I don't know what you're talking about.
What's the first thing that Dory destroys?
Oh, let's see. Trying to think of something that would be good.
Ugh.
Morg, do you have any suggestions?
I'm looking. What if she just like breaks a lamp and like like one of those fancier like stand-up lamps,
Mm-hmm.
and just like uses the stick to like, because like she doesn't want to touch anything spiky, so maybe she like uses it to like push other shit out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like she'll tear shit up, but she's also looking for stuff that she can like swipe.
Great.
It's like it's like she's glad that that's not a windshield that she could have used.
Okay, I think Hellclaw is like picks up like an old broken air conditioner unit, like a window unit, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna throw this, you find something to throw, and they're gonna crash together in midair.
Fuck yeah. Could throw like a small TV or something.
No.
Ooh.
I'm thinking. Wait, I would like this to be one where she does have Rebel.
Okay.
Because then it's gonna become a contest of who can fling something that's the heaviest.
Great.
Okay.
So
Hellclaw is probably like at least a foot shorter than Dory, so Hellclaw is strong, but like doesn't really have the stature.
Yeah, so I don't know, like it eventually gets up to where she like gets an engine block. And that's probably going too far.
Probably. You're probably like gonna like accidentally break something serious.
Yeah.
Like fucking there's like maybe like a pickup truck or like a delivery truck or just like maybe like a mini flatbed or something outside, and it just like fucking smashes into it.
They end up tearing something up that is not scrap, that's like the business's like truck or something.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And then they gotta cheese it.
Oh, then they fucking cheese it. Straight to the diner. What's Dory's order?
The combos. As many as she thinks that she'll be able to hold down. Because Dory is one of my two characters that really fucking love a big breakfast.
I think Hellclaw is just gonna stare at the menu like really confused for a while, because just as like a world building detail, there's not any non-anthropomorphic animals in Grey Pollen, so like the only things that get raised for food are like insects and stuff. So they're just like, what are all these foods? Like, what kind of egg do you mean?
So yeah, it's gonna be like eggs, ham, sausage, bacon.
And you're like, what? What is this made out of?
And Hellclaw's just gonna be like, whatever, I'll have what she's having.
You're like, it could be cannibalism. Oh well.
Oh well.
I didn't even think about that.
Neither did I.
We're like, at least the two of us are playing like herbivores anyway, so. But that's funny.
Yeah. I can't say that was a good day.
It's not bad.
But I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think it was a bad day. I think it was a slightly destructive day. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was never not gonna be with like Hellclaw, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Hellclaw had fun.
Yeah, so did Dory.
Right. Sounds good. Sounds like an okay date to me.
Yeah.
As long as you don't get like arrested later, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, the good thing is we don't have another date ending in an arrest.
That's so true.
Yeah.
This one might though. This one.
Oh boy.
So, my last character on my list is Cursor, and that's why I did not want her to be paired with Dory.
No.
It's a bit. What's not Oedipal, but the other one. Electrica complex. I don't like it. It's a little too much like her mom.
No, Dory, like, if not the parallels to her mom, Dory would think Cursor was hot, but yeah, that's cursed.
Exactly.
That's really fucking cursed.
Like, just how she looks, fine. How she acts, bad.
It's very funny that Cursor is part of the pairing because you know what moves a cursor, a mouse. Peony is my last character.
Let's go. And your last one is that's funny. Peony and Cristobal could be like, or what the oh my god, that can be like canon, I guess, technically.
Yeah, Peony and Isadora are both shithell characters, technically.
Yeah, Isadora. I'm sorry, I just fucking combined Isadora with my own character. I got really confused for a second.
Okay. Yeah, Isadora is gonna feel very awkward about this being a three-way date. They didn't know that this was gonna be like a polycule thing.
Yeah, how the hell did this happen? Because Peony and Isadora are kind of co-workers.
Wait, that's hilarious, because then there's like a oh no, there was a miscommunication.
Oh no,
yeah, I think there must have been.
No, like it's Cursor and the two of them both show up thinking that they were the one with the date.
Yeah, I think
and we never know who actually got invited on the date.
Yeah, one of them was trying to set up the other, and it just got like really confused along the way.
Cursor was just like, yeah, it's both of them.
Yeah, it's both of them.
She knows. She's aware. She was like, yeah, why not?
She was pulling strings behind the scenes to cause the confusion.
She is kind of a big spider lady, so she really is just pulling strings. She's less of a sicko right now because she's on a date, but she could be sicko at any moment.
Oh, I do have a very mild amount of arachnophobia, though.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
But
God, this is just going to be such a bad time for Isadora.
Wait, but this is like a Drider type situation, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's not full spider. And
she's more like a spider, like a Drider. That's putting it.
Yeah, so like
a spider centaur, if you don't know what it is.
Yeah, so like still too many limbs, but not like going to be scary. The way
she's
like
also
an actual giant spider would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Peony is just gonna be like, so you're a giant spider lady, huh? That's neat.
I can be bigger if you want. Like she could, because she could. I think she can change size because she's just like a shade, right? So.
Peony definitely blushes.
So it is Isadora at that.
This spider MILF got it going on, man.
Hell yeah.
Size play.
Love a big fucking spider lady. Size play indeed.
Would they go to...
just as a fucking refresher, Peony is my little cyborg mouse who is the size of a mouse and is also... cyborg parts are a literal computer mouse.
Yeah, so Peony is the size of a mouse and also the size of a mouse.
Exactly. A gamer mouse who is a gamer mouse.
So true.
So no matter what, this is size play.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's what I bring to the fucking table.
Okay, good night, folks.
Something about Steven Universe Giant Woman song.
Mhm.
So, do you like video games?
I've not played a lot of video games, but I suppose I could try. I do have the limbs for it.
Me and Isadora here are pro gamers.
Yeah,
Kind of.
You could hold so many controllers at once.
I know. But I haven't had the chance to. I don't know where to start. All this fancy new age.
I could recommend like a dozen good visual novels.
I don't know. She wouldn't need that many limbs for visual novels. That's so true.
God.
She probably would enjoy them.
Yeah,
actually.
and like Isadora plays like mostly turn-based games.
Mm-hmm.
So also things that don't need like a bunch of inputs. Wait, who was it that did fighting games?
I thought that was Isadora as well.
I don't think so.
Oh my god, I don't remember. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Because
I thought it was Isadora based on your Soul Calibur or your Soul Calibur experience.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
the one fighting game I could play.
I think Ibex plays platform fighters, which are different, which is like Smash Bros.
Mm-hmm.
If you say that it's all fighting games, Ibex will get mad at you.
No.
Yes.
Oh no! I just realized.
Well, specifically because Ibex is not good at other fighting games. They're only good at platformers, platform fighters. Like, Smash Bros.
too.
Yeah.
Age of or Rivals of Ether.
You know the bad thing about this? Because we're talking about like spider legs doing controllers. The Legend of Isadora and Soul Calibur did involve me having to play one-handed, and then I still won, so then I started playing with my feet.
Wait, okay.
So canonically, has experience with how to use a controller with feet.
I just got like this idea in my head because I found out semi-recently that if you're playing Mario Odyssey a certain way, you have to play with your feet because you have to use two-player mode. This is real. I promise. This is real. So you have to play in two-player mode if you're doing min captures, as in like the minimum amount of like captures in the game. Because you can like capture enemies and play as them a little bit in Mario Odyssey.
So that's what we get her to play.
If you're doing min captures, you have to play in two-player, but you have to do it yourself. So you have to play with your fucking feet to throw Cappy with your fucking feet. And I'm like, gamers are crazy.
That would be so much harder with a Wii controller compared to a Dreamcast.
It's
I said Wii, but I meant Switch.
Yeah.
I think you can maybe use I don't know. I would have an easier. This is a weird thing to say, but I would have an easier time with Switch Joy-Cons than I would with Wii controllers. That's the only reason I clarify. I don't think I could do either, but I would have an easier time because at least most of the buttons you need are on the front.
Yeah.
So is this fucking unhinged conversation like does this have any parallel to what the fuck is going on?
Yes, this is basically the conversation that's going on the day.
Trying to get Cursor to play fucking Mario Odyssey with her feet.
God, where even is this date?
I don't know.
Oh, that's such a good question.
I mean,
too busy talking about
Cursor is the one that set this up.
Oh yeah, shit. Where would she have it? Because it's so funny. Because her Eidolon is a place that has tables. Because these tables are numbered, honey. What if she was just like, you should come here and be like, oh, this is just a warehouse, and it's like, no, it's not. It's a restaurant that I made out of my Eidolon. I'm so cool and normal.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all sinister. And everyone's like just okay with it, I guess.
Yeah. Fiona's just like, well, that's not too different from just like having your own VR server.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah, exactly. And so, yeah, like, you guys just get served whatever you fucking want, which means, like, if you want, I'm just imagining, since you're gamer characters, that you're just, like, these, like, fancy, like, Eidolon waiters that, like, present to you, like, Mountain Dew on a plate or something.
Hey, and, you know, the nice thing is there is no Gulu Scamamon, so Cursor will not lose her head.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Wait, where?
I'm thinking of the Arukenimon episode.
Oh, yeah.
Of Ghost Game.
Jesus.
Sorry.
I don't think she got decapitated. She got, like, fully exploded from the inside.
I was desperate. I was like, what happened in our Eidolon game? Did Cursor get attacked by something that looked like Gulus? And I was like,
no. I was thinking of the Arukenimon episode.
The reason I say that, though, is that something I, Morg, would do, is bring in fucking Gulus Gamamon. I did bring in, like, Slenderman, so...
Remember Ghost Game? What good show.
Yeah.
Who is she?
No.
Who is she?
I am misremembering because it was Arukenimon that was about Gamamon.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Arukenimon ate a bunch of people's brains, and then Gulus Gamamon shoved his fist down her throat and made her explode with fire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, the thing is, Cursor doesn't have to deal with that.
So true.
And I guess the question is, does Cursor show up on the next stream?
I don't know, because you guys kind of, like, we kind of have this thing where it's, like, kind of a secret that there's multiple people on the stream. Do you guys?
Yeah. I don't think they can reveal their true identity on the first date.
Yeah. But I do like the idea that, like, Cursor does eventually, like, gets, like, a message from mysterious, you know, well-known streamer, and it's just like, how did this person know that I was learning this game?
Yeah.
Strange child's game that I'm having a lot of fun with, actually. I think she would have a lot of fun and still be like, wow. Modern technology has come so far.
God. How did this end up being a successful fucking date?
I don't know.
I don't know
if I would, like, say that it was successful in the sense that would there be another one? Probably not.
No.
It was successful in that it wasn't a disaster.
Exactly.
Well, because she's not trying, you know, she's not trying to scheme right now. If she was scheming, she was trying to go on a date, like, maybe she would do some more fucked up, but she's not. She's like, well, my plan failed, and now I'm just going on a date for me. This is just for me.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
I guess that's it, right?
We did
it.
We did all 15.
Yippee.
Incredible.
And it didn't end up as the Tenacity harem anime.
No.
I wanted it to be.
Yeah, once I realized that's what was happening, I was like, oh no. This probably isn't going to be very entertaining if it's Tenacity every time.
Dice Maiden has some fucking strong shipping opinions.
Dice Maiden
they sure do.
Like, Dice Maiden is like, Tenacity is my shipping bicycle, and everyone needs needs to be paired with them. And I'm like, I get it. I understand. That is partially why I created them. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to calm down.
Dice Maiden on AO3 searching Tenacity X Reader.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And if you want that next time, you should comment in our Discord. Our Discord that is under every episode of this podcast. You like that plug? You like that shit?
Sure.
Oh, you know what? I think to close this one out, maybe we should just roll like 3d5 and one for each of us, and then for each of our characters, that will just be the slash listenership, and you know the folks at home can just imagine.
Oh boy.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna roll mine.
Yep, I'm about to roll mine.
Oh, that's a 5.
It's a 5 for me also.
Nah, I thought it was going to be a 3 for 3, but yeah, I got a 3, so that's Cursor.
All right. Oh, y'all are all so fucking lucky. You get to be listener / Vile the Sexy Bat.
Yeah. You also
we were all
enjoy talking about gaming.
Yeah, you also get to be listener / Rebel, which hot.
Damn. Y'all are having some sexy ones.
Yeah.
Also, if you're like into like size play and I guess mommy doms, you're in luck because that's kind of Cursor's vibe, unfortunately, and that's what we got.
All right.
Unfortunately, I'm putting that in quotes. Maybe it's fortunate. Maybe I'm just kind of embarrassed to talk about this.
Listen, I won't say no to a big spider lady.
I don't know how.
I've made my opinions on... Listen, I'm on the record about Arukenimon.
That's so true. Listener. No, I guess it would be your name, right? YN. Yeah, well, I already plugged the Discord. I guess I can just plug my own stuff. You can find me at Haunting the Morg in most places. Mostly Tumblr and I guess Blue Sky now. That's kind of it at the moment. Maybe that'll change.
I'm on a podcast called We Rate Queerbait, where we explore the blurry line between homie and homo. I'm also on an audio drama pilot called The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine. Things are happening. That's it's going. New episodes eventually this year.
Yay!
And I'm also on For Affinity with the username Space Robot. I think that's all.
Oh, it's my turn. I have a Fur Affinity. Its username is Adora. I don't do social media. Come to the Discord, Morg mentioned. That's where you find.
That's
and
yeah, we got like a whole writing event going on Discord right now.
Yeah.
I'm posting chapters of the Grey Pollen script as they're being completed.
I'm posting stuff of my obsession with my Borbo. And
I started it, but
yes.
I did not write because I am kind of in writer's block hell right now.
Yeah.
It happens.
It sure does. So, listener, you can come in there to that channel and, tell us about how your date riding on the back of Rebel's motorcycle is like.
Ooh.
Tell me about how the raid with Vile went.
Tell me about what secret fantasies you whispered that Cursor whispered in your ear that she made true. She's also a spider, so do with that what you will.
Yeah.
Spider of variable size.
So
whatever you like.
Webs? Webs?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about webs.
We are on Check Out the Sky on Tumblr and Blue Sky. We're also on Noisepace.xyz, home of good podcasts. So many good podcasts.
Mm-hmm. Unlike this one.
Yeehaw.
Unlike this one, no.
I think we had a pretty good one.
Oh,
I think this is a good podcast.
I had a fucking wonderful time.
Yeah.
But this is an unhinged one. It's also double length.
The best. That's so true.
We did go for a while, didn't
We
we?
went fucking long.
Yep.
Which is good because half of the podcast is going to be Craig audio from me, so.
Great.
I think that's it. Good night, everyone.
Later, losers.
See ya.